Regional variants and evolutions are now a thing in Pokémon Legends Arceus, so let's talk about some mons I hope get their own forms. Before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And become a member if you want to show some extra support. So in the most recent Pokemon Presents, it was shown that we will in fact be getting more regional variants and regional evolutions in Pokemon Legends Arceus. It wouldn't be too far-fetched to say that there will probably be more HIUSIAN forms and evolutions besides the 4 we got from the trailer. So here are some forms and evolutions I hope we could see in the Hisui region. So to start us off, here are these amazing Ice Ground type regional forms for Numel and Camerupt by Luis G based on Geisha and Mount Fuji. Though Mount Fuji is Mount Silver in the games, I could definitely see these two hanging around Mount Coronet. Next is these Ghost Fairy regional forms of Sinistea and Poltegeist, also done by Luis. I love the use of Sakura Blossoms and a more traditionally Japanese teacup and teapot. Tea is a huge part of Japanese culture and would fit perfectly for a more old school Japan region like Hisui. Next we have this Dragon Psychic type regional form for Giraffe Rig based on the Qilin, also by Luis. The Qilin is a mystical dragon horse in both Japan and China. Though what makes this even more awesome is Qilin is actually the word for giraffe in Japanese, and is actually a part of Giraffe Rig's Japanese name, Kirinriki. Next up we have an electric fighting type regional evolution to Electabuzz called Rhydobuzz by Fakemon Forge. It has more of a loner samurai appearance, and it has an inverted coloration from Electivire. This one is super epic, and seeing as Electivire was introduced in Sinnoh, but not actually a Sinnoh native, this concept could actually work. Next up are 3 new evolutions for the starters of Legends Arceus, which are all done by Elisteva076. First we have Mikero, a Grass Psychic regional evolution to Rowlet and Dartrix based on Kyudo, which is the Japanese technique for archery. This thing looks like it could rain down a bunch of Psychic type arrows, or even just be very precise with each arrow. Maybe have a Psychic type arrow move that has a high crit ratio. Second we have Shinoburst, a Fire Ghost regional evolution to Cyndaquil and Quilava, based on, you guessed it, ninjas! I love the little fireballs it has. I could see it using them as little smoke bombs to escape, or even like a little fire jutsu like in Naruto. Last of the 3 we have Nobunaga, a Water Dark regional evolution to Oshawott and Duat, based on Samurai and the Japanese demon daimyo, Oda Nobunaga. This thing looks like it could absolutely wreck shop. Just obliterate anything in its path. I could see it taking on Rhydobuzz and still winning even though it's quad weak. So I think in Hisui would be a perfect time to introduce a dragon type evolution. There are so many different kinds of ancient dragon stories all over Japan and different parts of Asia. On top of that, the last evolution we got was Fairy type and would pair well together, seeing as the 2 pairs of evolutions we got before it had one with a type advantage over the other. An old school Japan region like Hisui would work well for a more traditional Japanese style dragon evolution, like this one from the Almera region done by Fungi Fakemon, called Kirion. Couldn't you see this majestic evolution in Hisui, maybe guarding some kind of old temple, or even flying through the air overhead out of reach? It could kind of be like the Dragon Trio from Breath of the Wild. Next up we have something that might be a bit of a stretch, but I think would be really fun. 2 new forms for Bastiodon and Rampardos. These have very traditional Japanese inspirations, and would just be really cool additions to the game, seeing as Legends is leaning more into the Japanese style with Pokemon like Basculegion and Hisuian Growlithe. Lastly, here is this new form of Arceus done by Solian, based on the Tori, Kumana brushes, Hachimaki, and Geta. It's just full-blown Japanese inspiration. I know this probably won't happen, but I think it would be really cool inclusion to the games. This form really exudes the feeling they are trying to give off with Legends, so I think it would be a perfect fit. But what do you guys think? Do you think any of these ideas could be seen in the games? Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That's all for now, so I'll see you guys next time.